Here, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Asta was the reincarnation of Gojo, Satoru, and Kakashi Hatake, and had metallic magic? Part 5-ish? Wait. Yeah. Part 5. Yeah, definitely didn't forget the number. Nope. That can't be true. Not the point. So, let me begin into this what if, and let me not do a recap, because guess what? It hasn't been 1 month. No, tomorrow's going to be the 1 month. Or after that date. But, I'm going to do it right now, so I don't need to do that recap. Yep, nope. So, let me go into this what if, and let me shut up after this. But yeah. So, let me begin into this what if, okay? So, we go into, well, two people kind of being in the Black Bulls. A guy with red hair, and of course, having kind of greenish eyes. And of course, having no clothes, but somehow, well, he had clothes, but it lost him somehow. And a girl with black hair, and of course, like purplish eyes. Right now, kind of just like smacking her forehead for the fact that her fucking, well, sensei master, fucking whatever, just lost his clothes again. Of course, the Black Bulls already know who the hell they are, except for Asta and Nosh. You see here, Asta joined he joined the Black Bulls not in the very beginning. He joined in like somewhere, but yeah, he just joined somewhat of like with them. But of course, he never met these people, and never even met them when Asta was training, because Asta didn't really train. He just hid his power because he just didn't want to like deal with any nobles. But yeah, of course, this is where they kind of ask the Black Bulls for help. Mostly a fan sale says, hey, we need your help a little bit to kind of get someone. This is where, Vanessa says, wait, where's Donna? This is where, I've been calling, is it Donna or is it, what's it called, Dominic's, or not Dominic, Domino's. I can't remember, I'm calling her Donna anyway. This is where, her name is Code Donna, I think so, or whatever, I'm calling her Donna anyway. I can't actually remember. So, of course, where Vanessa says, wait, where's Donna at? This is where, Fansel kind of says, well, about that, she kind of got forcibly taken back by the witches. This is where Vanessa says, but they can't do that. Why would they? That's when Fansel says, I have no actual clue why they actually took Donna back. This is where, Mariana says, I don't care the reason why, but we want her back. I don't want her to be executed or anything from the witches. I know when you kind of leave the witches' place, you're already, like, banished from that place. I don't know why they actually forcibly took Donna back. This is where, the Black Bulls are kind of questioning this, and this is where Asta and Nosh just walk down because, Nosh was kind of just trying to train on his blue flames. We're not walking down, mostly, they were just, like, coming back from the door and all that. This is where, Asta just says, that was very interesting. Besides, it seems you got control of your blue flames much better. This is where, Nosh says, yeah? And this time they won't burn me. No, they might not burn you, but even if you go into a higher percent of blue flames, they still burn you. They might heal you in some points, but they're not healing you fast enough. They're still rejecting you. This is where Nosh says, I know. Damn it. This is where Asta says, whatever. At least you're doing good. Maybe you can go out with that girl you like. This is where Nosh's face becomes red and says, hey, don't talk about shit like that. How about you talk about, what's it called? Those, silver hair girl, or was it white? I can't remember. This is where Asta says, oh, come on, don't be so mean to me. I don't really like anyone. I don't know. My emotions are usually around somewhere. I think so. This is where, Nosh says, huh? How do you not know about your emotions? This is where they're talking out loud. And of course, we're also almost bump into, a red-haired guy until, a dagger of like crystal appears, almost cutting him right in the neck. But of course, being stopped by Limitless. This is where, Mariana widen her eyes. This is where Asta says, can I help you? This is where, Fansel says, whoa, you're pretty tall for being, how old are you? 15. This is where he says, wait, hell no, you're not 15. Because Asta's actually the same height as Gojo. He is the height of, well, being 6, well, not 6. He's the height of, like, 5'8". Well, not the same height as Gojo, because I'm actually gonna do that later, but yeah. He's like the height of, well, 5'9" instead. I'm gonna just change to 5'9", yeah. This is where, well, Fenzel says, huh. So, who are you? Wait, I never met you. This is where Fenzel kind of screamed out. This is where Mariana says, yeah, and who are you anyway? You and that kid. This is where Nosh says, we're a part of the Black Bulls. We just joined recently, Nosh said. Yep, and I made a deal for if I'm gonna join, the kid's gonna join. So, yeah, that's why there's a kid here, named Nosh. This is where Nosh says, yeah, he dragged me along here. Hey, it's not my fault you wanted to make a deal with the Black Bulls. This is where, well, Nosh says, because you gotta fucking show your powerful magic. Nah. Who cares about showing off my powerful magic? It's pretty useless at the damn time. This is where Nosh says, aha, your magic is more fucking versatile in a lot of things. What the hell do you mean? Pretty useless. This is where Asta says, nah. This is where, well, Asta has what's it called glasses on his, well, he has what's it called, not glasses, a mask on his, what's it called, well, on his face, and a blindfold on his eye. So yeah. This is where, well, we're not blindfold. He's mostly having glasses because he was mostly trying to figure out how to help Nosh in his blue flames. So yeah. This is where, well, Asta says, nah, it's definitely not versatile and all that shit. Who cares about it? This is where, well, Nosh says, Asta! What? Besides, it's fine. Who cares? This is where, well, Asta's just walking upstairs, and this is where Nosh is kind of complaining towards Asta, and this is where, well, Asta's just going back upstairs to his room just to fall asleep. This is where, well, when Asta gets to his room, yes, Nosh kind of does, like, sleep in the same room with Asta. So, of course, where Nosh is saying, Asta! Why do I feel so tired? He falls down. This is where Asta made a genjutsu of, you know that sleeping genjutsu? Yeah. That's why feathers were falling down when Nosh was trying to scream. This is where he falls asleep. But before falling asleep and hitting the ground, Asta did kind of caught him. They put him in his bed. In his own bed, because yes, Asta and Nosh does have a separate bed. They say, well, Asta right now yawns and does actually go to sleep also. But first tuck in, well, Nosh. Because yes, Nosh is still a child, and so he needs to take care of, well, his younger brother more before he does take care of himself. This is where Asta does that, but before doing that, the only reason why he kind of went upstairs was to kind of just tuck in and make Nosh go to sleep, while he goes to the kitchen and kind of go get something to eat. He didn't want to hear Nosh mostly complain to him about his magic, because yes, his magic might be so powerful and versatile in a lot of things, but he usually doesn't brag about it. You see here, he might be having Gojo's personality half the time, or Kakashi's personality, but Kakashi never brags about his power that much. Unlike Gojo, which always brags about his well, not personality, his power, is because he's cocky as hell, but yeah. But of course, he has a mixture of both personalities, so he might be cocky in battle, because you know how Gojo is, but he doesn't really brag in, like, what's it called, about his power, not in battle. But yeah. This is where, well, Asta went down. This is where Asta goes to the kitchen, makes himself a sandwich, then goes back up. And this is where, well, before Asta leaving up, he kind of gets one of the wine bottles that, well, Vanessa has, and kind of takes it up because, yeah, he's going to go eat and drink. But yeah, he just had a long day. And this is where, well, before he even leaves up, this is where Yami says, Asta, what do you want? This is where Asta kind of said that. This is where, well, in such that tone. This is where, oh, he always says, I have a mission for you. Screw that. I'm so tired. I don't want to do anything. And hungry. His stomach crumbles, and this is where she says, but sure, I hear out what the mission is. I want you to go to, Witch's place, and take a girl, well, not a girl, a grown woman back from the queen, well, the witch's place and all that. Why? This is where, well, Yami says if you would have been here to kind of hear out the story, you would have known who or why. I'm already doing a mission later on. And what's that? A mission, this is where Asta he explains his mission though. It was a mission that was kind of dangerous for the Black Bulls not to take that many. No one actually took the mission because it was really dangerous. It was kind of in a magic region to kind of find this bandits and also the stolen, stolen jewelry. And that's why Asta is kind of talking about that. This is where, well, everyone widened their eyes. This is where even Fansel and Mariana widened their eyes. Yami looks at him and says, no, that's too much of a dangerous mission, even for you. This is where Asta says, too bad. I will probably defeat it in like a couple of seconds. Who cares? I already have my own mission. Go ask any of the others. Probably Gojo would probably say screw that because he's gonna scream for his sister. And I wouldn't mind that much. Besides, his sister is kind of important, just like my brother. So, I guess Gojo might be out of the question. Asking, Magna and even Luck would be terrible. Asta's kind of just giving him a strategy and who he can send to do the mission because Asta knows that Gojo will probably try to attack anyone that is trying to be a standard beauty for, well, his sister. And of course, where Asta explains that Gojo would be terrible, Magna and Luck would be also terrible because Magna will kind of be screaming out manly things, and of course the witches do not like man, which would try to kill Magna more. Luck would be too annoying because there's no way in a stealthy mission. Luck would be helpful when the fact that he's going to blast everything, and of course the witches would hate them even more. Sending Vanessa, I guess that would be good because she is a witch, and her magic is basically strings and has another magic type. This is what Vanessa say, huh? Asta already knows what Vanessa's magic it really is. He already seen it. He hasn't really seen it. It's mostly his eyes. His crystallized blue eyes already knows everyone's kind of like if they actually train their magic can be that strong. Of course, this is where Asta then explains that Finn will be useful because he can use his teleport magic. This is where Noelle will be useful because she can use her water magic to kind of make a crater and all that. Then he says that Junko will be useful when she can just control everyone's emotions into a high radius to kind of make them all saddened and not notice them because they'll be depressed in a short amount of time or however long that she can do it. And those two with the red hair and even the black hair with purple eyes would be good because, well, one can use kind of like an icy style, I guess, and the other one can use a wind style. This is where, Yami says, yeah, I guess you're right. This is where both Fanzel and even Mariana says, wait, we didn't even tell you our magic. Asta says, do I need to freaking ask? Sure, what's your magic? But you just already said. Yes, I already said it. What do you think I'm gonna ask you again? Because you feel like you feel threatened about the fact that I know your magic. Did I also mention that I know you people are from the Diamond Kingdom? This is where both of them widen their eyes, and right now Mariana kind of rushes at Asta, right away a diamond dagger. Well, not diamond dagger, a ice dagger. Is there? Fuck, I forgot her magic. I think it's ice or diamond. I forgot. Wait, let me remember. Yeah, it's ice magic, not crystal magic. It's because both of them look kind of the same to me, so yeah, I've been kind of saying diamond magic. But she then creates two ice daggers right now in two different palm of her hand and rushes towards Asta with blinding speed, trying to cut him. Well, use two ice daggers to cut his neck off. This is where both of them are frozen in thin air, and this is where Asta says, "You done?" I don't really want to fight. I'm too tired for this shit. I've been helping my little brother for his magic. I don't want to deal with you. So, leave me alone. This is where Asta says Genjutsu style. Genjutsu sleep. This is where, Mariana feels kind of weird, like she's about to fall asleep. Like there's these feathers falling around, and this is where she was actually fall asleep. But this is where Asta kind of caught her. Right now, kind of putting her down to the ground pretty slowly. This is where Asta says, also, if you're gonna thinking of sending Gray, she would be kind of bad enough to kind of be in that team mission. Reason why? she might be helpful. Wait, you know what? Gray can be useful if she trained her magic to the point where she can transform others into a different type of person, disguising them into like a witch or something like that, so they can be able to go into the witch place pretty easily. All of them looks at Gray, and Gray say, please don't tell them that's Asta-san. That's where, well, Asta says, whatever. Now, if you don't mind me, I am going to eat and sleep and my drink, but I'm gonna just leave. This is where, well, Yami says, you know, if you don't kind of do, help with the mission, you're probably going to, upset your brother. He's just fast asleep right now. Same with the girl that I kind of put an ability on her to kind of fall asleep, but don't worry about that. No, leave me alone. This is where, well, Asta goes up to eat and drink and then fall asleep for 2 hours. That's where everyone goes on that mission. But of course, they kind of prepare for 2 hours, and this is where they leave. And this is where, well, now she's still fast asleep, but this is where Asta disappeared. Well, not 2 hours. He only slept for 1 hour and then disappeared. Even though the others kind of went after 2 hours, but yeah. This is where Asta is now at the mission, and of course he's in a strong magical region that's kind of connected near to the Spade Kingdom. Asta is walking through, and of course where, well, it's the magic region that I'm talking about is kind of an icy region that kind of is like blizzarding snow, and this is where Asta is kind of looking around. This is where, well, he's kind of trying to find the tracks and hideout and where these people are at. But yeah, this is where Asta, he kind of goes to find it. But yeah, this is where we go into the mission. Well, the kind of rescue mission for Donna. This is where, well, they're all into the witch's hideout, and of course, this is where, well, Gray kind of transform everyone into, well, a different look like a witch and all that, even Vanessa. But yeah. This is where, well, they don't need to hide their magic with a visible cloak, except for Finra and Fansel. Yes, they need that. You see here, the reason why is because they're boys and there's no way to actually transform them into a girl witch. Well, confusing the shit what's it called, Gray. But yeah. This is where, well, it was much easier for the girls, but the guys, it would be kind of confusing for her. But yeah. This is where, both Finra and Fansel are kind of walking, even kind of like walking invisible and all that, but yeah. This is where, they're kind of going, but yeah. This is where we go into Asta. Asta found the kind of bandits. He found the bandits kind of talking to some Spade magic knights. That's where the Spade magic knights seem to have very powerful magic power around them. A demonic power. That's why Asta is seeing this, and that's why Asta seems unfazed from them. That's why, well, Asta, he kind of doesn't have his glasses on. He has his blindfold, and of course, he doesn't seem unfazed from them. He thinks about this in his head. Well, doesn't think about it. He says it out loud, but not that loud. He says, I see. So the Spade Magic Knight rumor about them having demonic powers isn't false information. Interesting. Well, gotta take out this mission. Hurry this up. That's where Asta jumps off the cliff. He like jumps off, and this is where he lands down to the ground. And this is where, when he lands down to the ground, it seems softly. Like he landed so softly that no one actually heard him. The Spade Magic Knights are still talking towards the, well, rogue magic Clover Knights and all that, about the magical items and how they can trade and all that. And this is where, well, they're like the Spade Magic Knights, and so you want to trade, well, those kind of useless magic, well, not say magic knights, well, not magic knights, those magic items for some demonic power. Decide if you can handle it for being a Clover Magic Knight. No. This is where, there's two, what's called, Dark Disciples, but yeah. And the others are kind of just lower ranking magic, devils, but yeah. And this is where they're talking to the, there's one rogue magic knight in it, and he's from the Purple Orcas, and the others are kind of bandits. This is where the Purple Orca is saying that he can be very useful and helping them, well, be able to conquer the Clover Kingdom because he knows the layout. This Purple Orca seems to be, well, kind of, well, not the leader. He is actually an what's it called? Code, not code. He's the second in command of the Purple Orcas X because he is no longer with them. But yeah, he was before what's it called? Whoever the second in command in the Purple Orcas original canon is. But yeah, I forgot who was it again. But of course, this is where, well, the Purple Orca kind of second captain. Well, yeah, second in Captain X and all that because, well, he's no longer in there. It's kind of trying to bargain with the Spade Magic Knight. This is where Asta's getting close to them. And this is where Asta doesn't seem affected by the cold. There's nothing. Actually, when snow is trying to land on him, it doesn't actually make it onto Asta thanks to Limitless. This is where Asta kind of says, "Wow, you guys are pathetic. You guys are really pathetic." This is where, well, Asta is right now just looking at them. Right now having a blindfold and a mask. And this is where everyone turns around very fast. This is where they say, "What the? Where's he from?" This is where the Purple Orca says, "Black Bulls." I see, so he's a Black Bull, but there's only one of them. This is where everyone else is trying to be on guard. And this is where the Dark, what's it called? The Dark Disciple says, "Is this a trap or something?" This is where the Purple Orca says, "No, no. It's only a Black Bull. Black Bulls are pretty pathetic. I don't know why he's here. But if he's the only one here, then we can easily get rid of him." This is where, well, the Dark Disciples right now activate their magic. One is a fire one, and the other one is a lightning one. Right now, they're crafting with power. This is where Asta looks at them and seems to be unfazed. This is where, well, Asta, who's actually getting close to them. This is where some of the, what's called, magic, bandits and all. Not magic knight bandits, mostly bandits, kind of put on some items to actually boost up their power. Even the other dark demons who are actually under the Dark Disciples kind of use their double powers and also uses the items to kind of boost up their magic. And this is where Asta says, "Pathetic." You know where we're at? I should probably say something. Asta kind of looks at some of the magic items and then looks down on the ground. He kind of like turn his head down to the ground. And this is where, well, Asta takes off a blindfold, showing his crystallized blue eyes. And this is where, oh, Asta says, "Let me explain something, you idiots. You're on a mountain. Well, this is like a mountain hill and all that. This mountain is full of different types of metals. And the magic items that you're using have metals and jewelry." This is where all of them say, "So what? So what?" You see here, I'm not the vice captain of the Black Bulls. I'm not the captain of the Black Bulls. I'm no one in particular in the Black Bulls. I'm the lowest rank. This is where, well, the Purple Orca captain, well, not captain, mostly the ex-captain kind of just says, "Ha, is that so true? Well, nobody, then die." This is where Asta says, "You're right. I should probably die. Or you should all probably die." Metallic magic. This is where a book appears. His 4-leaf grimoire. This is where, well, it kind of glows, and this is where it kind of opens and right now goes into one of the blank pages. And this is where it says metallic domain expansion. This is where, well, the book kind of says metallic style, domain expansion, metallic void. Well, not metallic void. It says metallic stars. This is why, well, when a dome of metallic, like a bunch of metallics are kind of going around, and this is where magic kind of cover up the dome also with the metallic magic, and this is where, well, the underground them. This is where so much metal explodes from the ground, kind of having titanium, gold, copper, zinc, and brass. Oh wait, no, brass is kind of mixed with gold, is it? No. Brass is kind of mixed with copper and bronze, so yeah. Or what's it, aluminum? I can't remember. But not gold. Gold, iron, what's it called? Aluminum, lead, magnesium, mercury, platinum, silver, tin, titanium and what call that one and that one. I don't actually know. And that one, I don't remember what I said. But yeah, it's kind of exploding with so many different metals. And this is where Asta's eyes changes from a crystallized blue towards a silver color in one eye and another in the other eye, a golden color. This is where, well, Asta kind of just looks at them right now, smirking to himself, even though none of them can see it. And this is where, well, stars all around, well, the people, mostly the two Dr. Seifelt and even the others, kind of just different stars appear. Right now glowing, but kind of, they're glowing because of the light. A little bit of light is reflecting on them. Mostly it's Asta. This is where, well, all those stars are actually combined of different metallics. This is where, well, did I say you want domain expand? Well, metallic magic, domain expansion, domain of the metallic stars. So yeah. So that's what it's called. This is where multiple stars are appearing, and this is where Asta's kind of floating up, and this is where multiple stars are around him. Just different metals in each of them. This is where Asta says, "It's time for all of you to die. Now disappear." This is where, well, Asta snapped his fingers once, and that's where all the metal around those like stars right now just transform into different blades. Right now, all of them just like explode, like multiple of the metals just explode out of the spikes and all that. And this is where they're all transformed into weapons. Every single one, like metal star, transform into a weapon. Not into one single weapon, into, I would say, because these stars are not that small, they're actually huge. They're almost the same height, I'm gonna say, as Kakashi. They're like the height of 6'6". So yeah, or even taller. Probably the height of like Whitebeard, since he's like 10, or not 10, 20. Nope. Well, he's like, the stars are kind of like the height of 15 feet. So yeah. So of course they're pretty huge. And this is where, well, they all explode into like 10 different weapons, like 10 different swords, spears, or whatever, and all those metals. This is where, well, Asta says, "Now die." He kind of just like snapped his like finger again and just like flicked it towards them. And this is where, well, all of them just blink one time, and all of them were now what's it called, skewer. They were all skewer. They were all just cut into a million pieces. And some of them did have the sword stab into them still, but all of them were gone. I should also mention those magic items. Yeah, those were also gone. They turned into dust, and before turning into dust, they carried the jewelry straight towards Gojo, and one mostly Asta, and he transformed back into the magic item. That's why, well, every single person that was in this dome was now killed into a million pieces. They were cut into a million pieces. Just gone. Never to be recognized again. This is where, well, after all that, Asta takes back the magic items. And this is where, well, Asta made such a big ruckus of what they call this magic exploding. The giant ice, like, crystal golem appears roaring and all that. This where Asta seems to be unfazed, and of course his stars are still around him. Even the dome that's right now collapsing kind of transformed into a star. That's where Asta says, I guess I'll be fighting you." This is where Asta, he puts his what's it called left hand out, and this is where multiple metals kind of create into, well, multiple metals kind of combine together to make a giant sword. And this is where, well, Asta kind of flicked up his hand, and this is where, well, he did like a what's it called, right parallel cut. This is where down the what's it called, well, monster. Right now the monster was cut into two, and of course Asta, he kind of just carries back the metal with him, and of course just putting it into a kind of dome and having some of the magic items into that dome. But yeah, but of course Asta is now flying and leaving out here. This is where, well, we go now into, well, the kind of like invasion with the Queen of Witches and other things or whatever. Now, of course, when they got there, they kind of found Donna, and Donna was in prison. And of course, this is where, well, the Queen of Witches says to make a trade with Vanessa, but of course, no one wanted to make a trade, but Vanessa did. But of course, this is where, well, Junker kind of snapped her into reality, kind of saying, "Don't do it, you idiot. We need you. You're our friend." This is where, well, Vanessa says, "You're right. I won't give up." This is where, well, the innovation was going on with the Diamond Kingdom, and even the kind of Eye of the Midnight happening. But when they're all about to get out there to start fighting, the Queen of Witches widened her eyes with this magical power, like flying over the sky. This is where, well, everyone was confused and felt this dent of magic. Right now, the sky was blocked out from the sun. The sun was blocked out. It's like something, like a cloud was blocking it out. The Diamond Mages and even what's called the Eye of the Midnight Mages, even the what's called like witches themselves, didn't question why the sun was covered because they were getting ready to fighting each other. But yeah, until everyone looks up, every single motherfucker looks up. Even Fauna looks up. Even Mars looks up. This is where, well, Junko and the others, and of course, like the Queen of Witches looks up to kind of try to use her magic to see what is happening up in the sky, and all they see is a pair of eyes, silver gold. Right now, having a what's called grimoire with 4 leaves, and of course, where, well, the book is like silver and gold together. But of course, behind this person is multiple stars that are at least 15 feet, like height, but also wide to be 15 feet at the same time. They look like stars. I should mention the star look like. So they look like to have this kind of like star shape. So yeah, or mostly this one right here, kind of this one mostly. But yeah, but this right here is like 15 feet apart, 15 feet in height. But yeah. But of course, with that height and width, that's how big they are. And of course, they're blocking out the sun because the giant dome of metal is also covering up Asta behind them, just to get rid of the sun. And this is where Asta looks down without an amusing care. And this is where, well, Asta then just cracks a grin. This is where, well, Asta says, "Metallic magic style, swords of the piercing heaven." This is where all of those metal stars right now transform into different blades entirely. And of course, they all just transform into, well, before transforming into different blades, they all transform into one single type of blade. Well, not blade in general, they all transform into daggers. Having so many daggers from each star, making 50 daggers out of each of them. Well, maybe 100, but yeah. Of course, all of them, it was just a sky full of freaking sharp objects. Right now, everyone wind their eyes. This is where the Diamond Mages, Eye of the Midnight Mages wind their eyes. And some of them even pissed their pants. They kind of just realized that they fucked up. The witches wind their eyes and realize they're dead. This is where the Queen of Witches realized, who the hell is this? This is where Noelle says, "Asta!" This is where, well, everyone in the Black Bulls wind their eyes. They didn't expect this is how strong Asta is. They remember how Nosh says that his magic is the most powerful one out of everyone, and also having a very vast, use of his magic. That's why, well, they never expected that this is how powerful Asta is. They knew that Asta was powerful, but they didn't expect him that he is this powerful. Asta's then just kind of like, he has his hand up in the air, and this is where he sent his arm down. This is where, well, towards the diamond and even the, what's it called, the Eye of the Midnight. This is where everyone widened their eyes when so many swords just launch in high speeds. But before even them launching in high speeds, Asta kind of went through hand signs real fast and says lightning style, lightning discharge. And of course, since he's in the sky, lightning kind of discharged from Asta's palm, right now making clouds appear. And of course, this is where lightning started kind of smashing into the daggers, making them go even faster. Right now, going in Mach 3. All of these daggers went in Mach 3 speed. And right now, just piercing through so many people down in the ground. Mostly so many people from the Eye of the Midnight and even the Diamond Mages were just getting murked left, right, up, down, left, right, down, up. Well, mostly all of them are just getting some of the daggers just went through some people. So yeah. And when daggers kind of went down in the ground, like hit the ground, they went back up and went up, trying to just skewer what's called all of the diamond and magic out of the midnight. This is where Fauna is trying to use her fire to try to burn the daggers, which she does, but of course they just transform back into solid matter, trying to hit her. This is where she winds her eyes and trying to dodge. This is where we go into Mars. Mars is trying to use this crystal to try to block out the metal, but of course all of them just get through it. This is where that one dude who can absorb magic tries to absorb the steel magic, but all of the steel weapons kind of got 5 steel daggers were kind of launching straight towards this guy. This guy was about to absorb the magic from him, but of course Asta, he kind of sees what this dude is trying to do. So of course, before Asta can just launch the weapon towards him, or mostly those weapons kind of target this dude, Asta says, "Blue Curse Energy." He pulls Longrus up towards his, not Longrus, mostly this guy named Longrus or whatever, towards him. And this is where, the guy was confused until he sees the person that's pulling him up. This is where the person did put his whole hand, upon Asta's face, trying to absorb his magic. Realize one thing. He doesn't have his hand onto Asta's face. Limitless is blocking it. Asta grabs him from the arm and breaks both of his arms. That's why Asta says, "You're really pathetic and annoying me. So die." Metallic magic. Axe creation. This is where 2 giant axes appear. Right now, one out of copper and the other out of iron. And this is where Asta puts his head. Mostly breaks both of his legs so he wouldn't be able to fly. And this is where Asta puts him up in the air, kind of floating him up thanks to some metal kind of binding him and all that. So yeah, some of the metal daggers kind of start binding Launchers. Launcher says, "No, you can't do this. No." Asta says, "Executor magic." He says, "Metallic magic execution." This is where, sing! 2 of the giant axes just slashed this man's neck off. It was unnecessary, it only needed 1, but 2 just sounded better, okay? So this is where, Launcher's head just gets locked off his head. But yeah, mostly just body, but yeah. But of course, this is where, Asta seems to care less. And this is where, Asta sees that almost all of the eye, and even what's called, the Eye of the Midnight, and even what's it called, the Diamond Mages are gone. There's only 2 left. The commander of the Diamond Mages, one of the Shining Generals, and the commander of the Eye of the Midnight. This is where both of them fall down to the ground, but this is where Fauna and, not Fauna. Fauna gets captured by Mariana, and even what's called Mars gets, grabbed by Fantail. This is where Asta lands on the trees. And of course, the metallic magic is still around him. Multiple daggers right now around him. That's where Asta seems to just cross his legs in thin air. That's where Asta says, "So, I guess mission is complete." Actually, no, it's not complete at all. We were here to get a girl with orange hair named Donna, wasn't it? This is where everyone, mostly Friendo says, "What the hell was that?" Yes, we were here to kind of get her. So that means I have to destroy the Queen of Witches and wipe them off the goddamn map. This is where all of them wind their eyes and realize that Asta isn't playing. Asta sometimes is personality and what's it called, niceness. Always kind of he plays around with being serious, but this time he's not being any time joking or anything. He's being dead ass serious. This is where the Queen of Witches appear, trying to use her blood magic against Asta, and when she kind of covers him up with the blood domain. This is where the metallic magic isn't moving or anything, going straight towards her, which you realize she managed to grab Asta. That is not the case. Thanks to Limitless, it blocks that shit. And this is where, when she kind of dispels the blood magic, because it's still there for some reason, this is where Asta is just sitting there out of boredom. This is where, Vanessa sees this, That's where Asta says, why don't you just die? This is where one of the metallic magic transform into a sword with two, what's it called, like 3 daggers transform into a sword and launches straight to the Queen of Witches. Right now, rushing in high speed. This is where the Queen of Witches try to block it with a blood wall, but this is where, well, the sword just pierces through, going straight towards the Queen of Witch. And this is where, well, a red cat appears right now. The cat Fate right now dodging the, what's it called, well, sword kind of hitting her in the heart. Because yeah, this is where, well, let's just say, what the, oh, so did you finally awaken that magic, Anessa? Interesting. I guess I can't kill her. This is where Vanessa says, wait, you knew about my magic? Yeah, you just have to train it somehow. I really didn't know how you can train. I thought you just had to awoken in some kind of dire situation. So I guess I helped in somewhat for training. And you're welcome. That's where Vanessa said, thank you? Yeah. That's where Asta grabs one of those daggers. And of course, this is where Asta then uses his own physical strength to just launch the dagger in high speeds that Vanessa or the Queen of Witches couldn't react. And this is where, well, the Queen of Witches, one of her arms are just cut off in an instant, just ripped off thanks to the dagger. That's where Asta says, still, your timing in trying to save people will be kind of a shit job to do. It's kind of interesting. I could have easily killed her by kind of just throwing that dagger into her heart, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. This is where Vanessa widened her eyes. This is where Donna's also actually like free thanks to one of, well, mostly Noelle and Junko. But this is where, well, Donna widened her eyes. The Queen Witch, one of her arms is ripped off thanks to a dagger. Kind of just transformed from a person named Asta. This is where, well, Asta just says, still, the magic's very slow and it's very sloppy at the same time. But I can't really complain. This is where Vanessa screams at Alice saying, what are you doing? This is where, well, Alice says, like I said, helping you in training. So if you can't stop me from trying to kill your mother in an instant, then it'll be too bad. She will be dead in an instant if I throw another dagger at her. This is where Asta grabs 3 daggers from thin air. And this is where Asta was about to throw them. Until, well, Vanessa kind of like uses the cat Fate to kind of go on Asta. This is where Asta was changed his fate by throwing them in opposite ways. That's where Asta realized one thing. He didn't have limits on because he knew that, well, Vanessa needed to kind of think of this. She can't just change the fate of, like, what's it called, the person she's trying to save. She can also change what's it called, the fate of, well, the attacker and all that. But yeah. So of course, so it wouldn't work like that. Asta says, very interesting. Very interesting. So that cat can do that. Well, time to do it again. This is where Asta grabs a dagger this time. And this is where Vanessa says, no! This is where when the cat tries to touch at Asta, it stops in midair. Asta says, the first time I let you just use your cat to stop me. That's just because I didn't have the special, what's it called, barrier around me. But this time, your cat won't be able to stop me, would it? This is where Vanessa says, no, Asta! This is where Asta, he throws the dagger. And this is where the dagger goes in such a high speed. But this time, it just misses the Queen of Witches, but cuts her cheek. Right now, giving her such a huge scar. This is where Asta says, I missed. This time I won't miss then. This is where all the daggers appear around the Queen of Witches. Asta says, you either surrender your fucking life, or I screw your life. You give up in this whole random bullshit. This is where the Queen of Witches widen her eyes. She can see that this is no way that she can ever win against Asta. Asta's just overpowered. This is where she says, fine, I give up. Vanessa, you can leave. Donna, you can leave. Everyone can leave. Got it? Asta says, good. This is where one of the daggers kind of pulled up with what's called the Queen of Witches' arm. Asta says, you can heal that, can't you? And if you can't, too fucking bad. I'm out of here. Asta says, I'm already having what's called one of my missions over, so I'm out of here. This is where, well, Asta kind of just flies away, but yeah. Bringing all his metallic daggers out of, well, some of the ground and out of some people. And of course, going towards him. They're all bloody up, but this is where during flying, all the daggers kind of just become into metal, and some of the blood just gets squeezed out and just thrown into the ground. But yeah, Asta is now flying towards, well, the capital. When he gets to the capital, that's where, well, the metal he had to kind of store it at the base, so he made a house made out of metal, puts it into the black balls, knowing that Henry's going to kind of like transform it into the house. But yeah, and this is where Asta kind of goes to, well, Julius and talks about all the magic items. Julius widened his eyes and widened how powerful Asta is. He then gives Asta how many stars? Well, you're gonna have to find out in the near future. Because yes, the festival is going to start later on that day. Or not later on that day, later the next day mostly. This is where, well, we go into the magic festival about the capital and all that, and of course everyone is like right now partying and all that, like kind of having a good time. Asta is right now with Nosh, and of course Nosh is mostly on Asta's kind of like back, kind of being given a piggyback, right? But yeah, this is where Asta is saying, so where you want to go? Nosh says, where to go? There's a lot of cool things here to do. Yeah, I guess that's so true. And I'm tired, Asta said. That's where Nosh says, I wonder if maybe Marie is here. Is Marie here? Wait, what about Finica? If she's here? This is what Asta's thinking in his head. But he's not thinking in his head, he's kind of whispering it. And this is where Asta says, yes, your girlfriends are probably here. I don't know where the hell they're at. This is where Nosh says, I'm still a child. I can't have that. Asta says, sure. I'm just telling you this because you're an annoying brat and you always annoy me about fucking love and other things. This is where, well, Nosh says, because you're older than me, you're 15. Asta says, sure, whatever, brat. Asta says, well, I can sense them and where they're at if you want to know. This is where Nosh says, yeah, I want to go with my friends. So, Mary is with what's called the old hag, and of course I don't want you to be anywhere near Gosh, because Gosh is also randomly over there. Oh yeah, Finica's here. This is where Asta teleports and disappears and gets close to where Finica's at. Basically, she's also, well, not near what's called the, well, old hag. She's actually right next to her kind of like brother. And what brother am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about Leon. Leon is kind of like babysitting what's called Finica. And this is where, well, Asta appears right in front of him. This is where Leon's like, hey, who are you? This is where, well, Finica says, wait, aren't you Nosh's older? This is where Nosh says, Finica. This is where Nosh kind of just pokes out from behind Asta. And this is where, well, Finica says, Nosh, you're here. This is where, well, Nosh kind of jumps off of Asta's back and kind of says, you want to go kind of, have fun? This is where Nosh said, kind of like being nervous. This is where, well, Finica said, yeah, of course, let's go. Wait, we should go get married. Maybe she wants to kind of, what's it called, like, go on some of the, what's it called, like, different games and all that. Nosh says, yeah, let's go. This is where Asta says, yeah, you two can just not get in trouble while I go on or go to sleep or something. I'm tired. This is where Nosh says, yeah, Asta, I understand. You're tired, yes, I know. This is where Finica kind of grabs Nosh from the arm and kind of pulls him. This is where Nosh says, wait, he gets pulled away. This is where Asta says, yeah, bye-bye. This is where Asta kind of looks at the Red Crimson Lions. That's where Leon says, huh? Who are you anyway? Me? I'm a nobody. Especially in the Black Bulls, I'm not nobody. So you can just say that I am not special, and, well, you're probably more special than I am. But bye. This is where Asta disappears in a teleportation. This is where, no, Leon says, where the hell did he go? Asta appears right next to the well, kind of putting his head on the well's, like, what's it called, shoulder. This is where Noel's kind of blushes and says, Asta? This is where Junko sees this and kind of gets jealous. Realize that, well, Asta didn't do that on her. This is where, well, Asta says, he's mostly sleeping. And this is where Noel kind of says, get off of me, Asta. This is where what Asta says, huh? Sorry about that, my beautiful Queen C. I cannot resist myself. This is where no, Noelle kind of faces all red and says, "Screw you." This is where she looks away. This is where Asta then kind of puts his head on Junko's shoulder, and Junko says, "Aw, are you tired, Asta?" This is where Asta says, "Yeah, I'm tired." This is where Noelle says, "You two are so annoying." She kind of screams out in her tsundere kind of person. Asta, who's right now asleep. This is where Junko kind of looks at Noelle and kind of just like suck her tongue and kind of like it, I won this, bitch. This is where, Noelle says, I'm going to kill you. This is where, they're fighting, and this is where Asta says, well, I should probably go with the others then. You two are just gonna argue. Bye. This is where Asta teleports, and this is where Junko and Noelle says, damn it. But yeah. Asta's right now with the black bulls and falling asleep, but yeah. Of course, before falling asleep, Asta is then dragged along by Finro, or not drag along, mostly Finro puts him in the portal and kind of puts him into, well, the help of the rainbow jellyfish and also, well, the rainbow squid, and also the fight between Jack and Yami. Asta yawns in very frustration and tiredness. This is where Asta is just very tired because he used so much magic yesterday that he just feels very damn tired and annoyed. This is where Asta helps people eat the squid by throwing them. Yes, Asta didn't care. Asta could have shown his charms or anything. He just didn't give a shit. He threatened so many people. This is where almost everyone shut themselves up and just eat the squid. But yeah. Of course, this is where Yami and Jack start fighting. This is where, well, Asta, Finro, and even what's it called, the others are kind of seeing what's it called, Jack and Yami about a fight. This is where Asta says, this shit's so goddamn pointless. So where Asta sees one thing, sees that one old lady there. That's where Asta says, maybe I should. Hey, Finro, do you have anything that I can throw? No, why? Are you sure? Like a coin or something? Why? Maybe this will help us. Okay. He gives Asta a coin. That's where Asta grabs a coin. And instead of flicking it towards what's called, well, he does flick it towards Jack and Yami. It hits both of them in the, pressure points and knocking them out. That's where Asta grabs the coin back. And that's where Asta adds now lightning into it. And sends it straight to the disguised Julius. That's where the lightning coin just almost hit the disguised Julius, and Julius won his eyes. Asta would have killed him in an instant. Asta says, damn, I miss. Sorry about that. The coffin, I kind of threw it farther than I thought. I thought they were going to wake up any damn time. Let's wear it. Finro says, nah, it's fine. It's only one coin anyway. Well, time to bring them back. This is where he makes a portal magic and other things. Asta, who sees everyone kind of getting in. This is where Finro says, you're coming? Nah, I'm going to see something else for a second. Got it. This is where, well, Finro kind of just disappears, and yeah. This is where Asta says, hey, Julius, you can come out. Besides, I almost did hit you with the coin. Just to prove that you were there and I could have easily wiped you out. This is where Julius says, you know, that's very scary of you to do. Meh, it probably is. Or probably isn't. Whoever knows. Well, whatever. Swear, Julius says, can I see your magic though? This one has to say, hell the fuck no. This is where, well, Julius says, oh, you're so mean. This is where Mark says, you need to come here, sir. You need to, well, kind of name out the teams and all that. This is where, well, Julius says, well, gotta go, Asta. Well, is it okay for me to see you in the festival? Are you gonna show up? Hell no, Asta said. In such a blunt, cold voice. He just didn't care that much. That's where, well, Julius sighs and says, come on. Don't be like your cats, for the love of God. Fine, whatever. That's where, well, Asta kind of goes back to the festival, but before going back, he kind of shows up at, well, mostly, Rebecca's house. And this is where Rebecca is right now just kind kind of like with her family. Mostly her brothers and sisters are kind of just complaining most of the time, wanting to go to a festival but couldn't. That's where Asta says, "Yo, is that you? Are you here, Rebecca?" That's where Rebecca says, Asta." That's where Asta says, "Yo, why aren't you at the festival?" "Well, I would have went, but it's too far. So I don't want to bring my siblings and then some of them getting lost." "Yeah, that's mostly with my brother. I don't even know where the hell he's at. Well, I know where he's at. I do have a tracking device on him most of the time. I could have helped you with your siblings if it wouldn't be that much of a problem for me. Besides, I'm bored in the festival most of the time." Rebecca said, "Really? Then, sure, I'll go. But wait, how will you teleport all of us there?" Asta says, "I have a way." This is where, well, she says, this is where, well, before she even gets to finish the sentence, they get to teleport, and of course, where, well, they're at the, well, festival. All the kids kind of rushes off, and this is where Asta says, "Hey, hold up, all of you, get over here." This is where Asta's kind of being stern a little bit. And Rebecca is seeing this. This is where Asta pulls like a bag of gold and says, "You're gonna have to need this to kind of play in some of the games. So yeah. Also, don't get lost, and if you see my brother Nosh, go say hi to him. Okay?" That's where all of them say, "Yes, sir." This is where all of them rush off. That's where what Rebecca sees in Asta is not as a friend or anything. She sees him have being husband material. This is where her face becomes red and says, "Yes, wait, no, I should stop thinking about this. God damn it." This is where, well, Asta says, "So, what are you thinking, Rebecca?" Rebecca says, "Nothing." So, are you going to go up to that thing up there? Well, the festival thing or whatever? The celebration of different squads? Probably. Probably not. Besides, our team is always dead last. Black Bulls, so I guess so. That's where Rebecca says, "Don't be so harsh to your team. Or yourself." That's where Asta says, "It's not really harsh if I'm just saying the truth." That's where, well, Rebecca says, that's where, well, Julia says, "May I hear," well, not here. He says, "May I have all your attention, everyone, for the celebration of the squads." That's where everyone is saying, "Yeah." That's where, well, Julia says, "So, the first squad in the list of who may top first is," everyone is thinking, "Oh, it might be the Golden Dawn. You know, they're always so powerful. The Black Bulls." The hell? Everyone goes, "Huh?" This is where everyone kind of widened their eyes. Even the captains. This is where Yami was kind of knocked out, but woke up to have a drink with Char and all that. And of course, they were, well, they're all confused. Every single fucking person is confused. This is where Julia says, "I should mention one thing. So, how many stars do they have?" Well, they have over 175. Yeah. This is where all of them wind their eyes and say, 170. What the? How? This is where, well, all the Black Bulls spit out their food and human drinks because they wind their eyes and how much stars they had. Because, what the fuck? None of them did kind of like half the missions. The only person that might have done missions were Asta. And they remember that dangerous ass mission that, well, no one in like the right mind of different squads, even the Black Bulls, would take that mission on. It was a mission for 75 fucking stars. It would have been, well, it's not 75. It was like 50 stars, but it's 75 for the one reason that Asta took out 2 Dark Disciples, and those are supposed to be mid strength. But of course, Asta took them out because, well, he was bored. He easily destroyed them. And with the Queen of Witches and getting that magical stone, they got more stars like that. But yeah. This will work. Well, Julia says, "Yes, they got over 175. Everyone is saying, "What the hell?" Everyone is winding their eyes. Just dumbfounded. This is where Nosh says, "It must be Asta doing all that work." This is where Finica says, "Damn. I thought the Red Crimson Lions were gonna do good. I might want to join the Black Bulls then." This is where, well, she said when she becomes old enough. This is where, well, she then looks at Nosh and says, "Are you gonna join the Black Bulls?" Yeah, I actually don't know. I haven't decided. That's where, well, Phoenix says, whatever. That's where, well, she kind of just giggles after kind of seeing what Asha's doing towards just eating some candy. Mostly some candy got on him, but yeah. He's like, But yeah, we then go into, Julie saying, so the rookie of this year of the Black Bulls is none other than Asta. Cricket, 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 cricket. So, well, everyone won their eyes. Like the Black Bulls says, Asta. Where's Asta? Everyone won their eyes and says, where's Asta? Julie says, shit. I knew this shit wasn't gonna happen. This is where Rebecca kind of like elbows Asta and says, aren't you gonna go up there? Asta says, why would I? I'm a nobody. And that means if I'm a nobody, I don't go up there. So I'm just gonna go. This is where before he kind of like turns around, he then sees an angry Noel and a Junko kind of glaring at him, and that's where Asta says, this way. This is where Asta turns this way, and this is where he just like teleports. He teleports right next to Julius and says, yeah, he's basically yawning. This is where, well, Julius says, the rookie is here. From the Black Bulls. Everyone is kind of confused why he's wearing all that on his face. This is where Asta says, oh, wrong rookie here. I am not the rookie here. The rookie is here is Blue. This is where he says curse energy blue. And this is where he pulls someone from the crowd. And that is none other than Magna. This is where Asta says, Magna Senpai here. Good luck, Magna. Bye. This is where Asta teleports. This is where Asta falls into a building and falls asleep. Yeah, Asta didn't care that much. This is what, well, Judah says, I should have seen this fucking coming. I should have. God damn. This is what, well, the next person in with the line is, well, the Golden Dawn. The Golden Dawn has Yuno. The Blue Rose is the third, and, well, someone named Estef and is on that team. She is the rookie. That's where the fourth are the Crimson Lions. The fifth are the Silver Eagles and other things, but yeah. But, yeah. Of course, this is where, well, not the Crimson Lions. The Green Praying Mantis were fourth. This is where, well, Silver Eagles are fifth and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you see the point. This is where, well, everyone is kind of just like seeing how powerful all of them are. And this is where Yuno kind of glares at, well, Magna's just being there. And then Magna is still frozen. From the fucking fact that Asta teleport and disappear and went to sleep. It's where, well, Fernando says, I'm just gonna take Magna here and switch up for Asta. This is where, well, Luck and Charmy appears, kind of like having Asta carrying him and kind of putting him down. Well, mostly thanks to what's it called, Charmy putting him in a stuff, what's it called, ball of, well, sheep and all, and then laying him down. And this is where, well, Finro, he was about to grab Magna, but instead Luck punched him in the face, throwing him into, well, the portal, and of course, that happened. I was still asleep. See. But yeah. But of course, with that happening, with all of that happening, Asta is just Z. Swear, Yuna says, hey, Belle. Belle says, yes. 100% wind power. This is what, well, Asta is still asleep. Z. This is what, well, he feels this magical power and then looks up and says, huh? He gets up, walks behind, well, Yuno. Well, mostly kind of just like teleports behind Yuno, and Yuno says, Asta, wind arrow. This is what Asta says. You shoot at me, you blow up the other captains. This is where Yuno stops. He's like, damn it. This is where Asta winded her eyes and realized that Asta is crazy enough. That's where Asta says, come on, don't you want to do it? Come on, Asta. Oh, not Asta. You know, you're just a pathetic idiot. Come on. Aren't you angry from the fact that I basically got first place in a team that doesn't do shit that much? Let's see what, well, Yuno gets angry and accidentally launches the arrow by accidentally letting go. And this is where, well, the arrow launches straight towards Asta, but this is where, well, as if was about to make an ice wall in front of Asta until Asta just catches the arrow, right now snapping it. This is where the arrow just dissipates after a while, and this is where Asta widen her eyes. How powerful Asta is. Ugh. Oh, Yuno. Such an annoying brat, like always. Wow. You wanted me to fight back. I guess I'll fight back. That's where Yuno says, I didn't mean to. This is where Asta appears. Curse energy red. Ding! Smashing him into multiple buildings, and Asta just went back to sleeping in the first place. Z, not counting that much. Even with the king appearing, Asta was still sleeping through that shit. The king wanted to execute Asta until Asta made multiple metal weapons appear and almost killing him. This is where the king like shuts up after kind of seeing this. But yeah, Asta went back to sleep. But yeah, Asta's just that powerful and didn't care that much. This is where, well, while Yuno is kind of trying to recover from the fact that he was smashed into multiple walls, Asta's walking downstairs first because, well, he isn't trying to stay here most of the time. That's why, well, Yuno is, well, not behind Asta. He's actually behind Asta, Asta is behind Asta. That's why, well, Asta is like Z. Yeah, he's still sleeping while walking down the stairs. And when he missed one of the stairs because he was still like falling asleep, he was about to hit his face onto the ground until he grabbed himself easily. That's why he's like, well, time to get towards the house to fall asleep. Something like that. I'm so damn tired. Doesn't work. Well, he said that, and of course, doesn't work. Well, Marina still punches what's called Leon in the face and says that you idiots are pathetic and weakling and blah 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 blah. But yeah. But I'm actually going to end it off here for part 5 because I am falling asleep also in my own what if. But other than that, have a nice day, patel night, patel sleep, patel, and good night. Bye bye.